All right, welcome back to Happy Pod. Guys, before we get started, let's go ahead and drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Today we got my boy Billy Boyd on the pod. Thanks for joining us,
What's
bro.
up, guys? What's up, guys?
Welcome.
Dude, I heard you were having quite the adventure last night.
Yeah, last night was a fun little event. We had a Pirates of the Caribbean marathon. Took a shot every time someone said rum.
Oh shit!
It was a 12-hour marathon, and
That does not sound good for your health.
Did we count the shots? Like how many did we get up to?
we did not count.
We just kept going.
We just kept going.
Were we drinking rum at least?
It was rum.
Good.
Rum all night. One couple was they were asleep by 2 p.m.
Oh,
on the ground. That was fun.
Nice.
But yeah, we just kept going till midnight.
How many people were there?
Probably about 8 of us.
Oh, I'm a solid crew for it.
Yeah. So it was fun.
It seems like you're always doing something. You're quite the social
Yeah.
butterfly. I feel like.
So I like to keep busy. That's kind of how my brain works.
Yeah.
Start out from like skydiving, but then from there just progress to like, oh, let's do this. Let's go do that.
Yeah.
Pirates Caribbean marathon.
Yeah.
All day at Brighton. Like, but I just have a busy brain.
Yeah.
I like to keep busy.
So skydiving was like the start of that, you think?
I think so.
Like where you're like, oh, there's a lot
maybe
more. I can
like-
do a lot more.
It's probably skateboarding all day from sunrise to sunset. And then skydiving really introduced me to like really cool people.
I think I remember when you started skydiving with David
Yeah. Yep.
at Skydive Utah.
Yep.
What year was that?
So I was 21. I'm 31 now. So 10 years ago.
wow!
Yeah.
So 2014. Yeah.
It's skydiving for 10 years. All
That
right.
must have been,
Yeah.
yeah, that must have been like, it was 2015 when you started?
Probably. Yeah.
I think that's when I started too. So it was probably like halfway through the season that I met you. Halfway through my first season that I met you.
Okay.
Maybe had like, I remember when you guys were still wearing, because you guys would always come together at first.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. We would always, so we worked together. I got him a job and would finish up work early and he'd pick me up and we'd go skydiving. So we'd start early together.
What did you do?
So we worked for a beverage company, stock shelves.
Oh, was it Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Nice. I remember that, dude.
Yeah.
You used
so,
to drive the Coca-Cola trucks, right?
so David did. I always was in sales.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But so I got him in sales. Then he started driving and now he's back in sales with me.
Damn.
But yeah.
Dude, one time I was running away from this guy. He was chasing me. It's kind of a long story, but and I got in a Coca-Cola semi.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
to
how you
like
got away.
escape him.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm familiar with it as far as that.
That's funny. Why are you running from him?
Dude, I was selling alarm systems and I like sold this one account and it was really like easy. I think it was the first door of my day. You know, normally you like knock all day and maybe get one.
Right.
I got one super fast. I was super confident. And I like went across the street and I was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm updating the alarm. Like, where's the panel at? You know, I'm just like walking like I own the place basically, like way too fast, way too confident because I just got off my cell. And then the husband, like the wife let me in, was like, oh yeah, it's right over here, you know? And then the husband comes around the corner. He's like, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of my house. And I was like, all right, peace out. So I left and was like, kept honking a little bit. And then I was like crossing the street and he came up and he was like, if I ever see you again, I'm going to beat your ass. And I was like, no, you're not. Like, yeah, I just said it. And he's like, oh, really? And he gets out and he fucking starts chasing me, pull out pepper spray, spray him in the face.
Jeez.
And then he turned around and starts walking back to his truck. So I was like, oh, okay, I won, right? You know, like I fucking got it. So I start walking away and all of a sudden I just hear, and he fucking flips a Yui, like drifts a Yui around. And then he's pointing the car right at me. The truck. And so I had to like zigzag this way. And then he flips around again. Now he's coming this way. Then I go back this way. And there's a Coca-Cola semi truck coming out of this like big parking lot. It was like a stadium. Yep. And I just got in.
Dang.
And I was like, fucking go. This guy's trying to kill me, you know? So he starts driving. And then I fucking, the guy comes and cuts him off on the freaking road. It's like here and then boom. So then I jump out and I'm like looking underneath. And he's like trying to get me, you know? And I fucking run across the street and go hide in the forest and then I called the cops.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know if you ever had someone random jump in the truck, but
Yeah, no, not me.
No, okay, that's good.
David did tell me a story though. A homeless guy dropped his pants right in front of him and started peeing on the tire. And he said, "Your company gave me diabetes," and just kept peeing.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. This was like downtown Salt Lake too. But yeah. So I was like, geez. But yeah,
Classic.
that's never happened to me.
So you're on the sales side?
So I'm on the sales side. Yeah.
Do you still do that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm a
How do you
manager.
sell?
So we work in grocery stores and like try to sell like displays. So we try to have more displays than Pepsi. So,
Okay.
And then we stock the shelves too. So I have about 35 people on my team.
Oh, sick.
And
Must have been doing that for a while then.
yeah. So I started that in 2012.
Damn.
So it has 2 years on skydiving.
Nice.
So,
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
Coca-Cola,
so
man.
yeah, Coca-Cola. My dad was there. I'm there now. But I was Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. I quit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
You crossed over to the
I
dark
crossed
side
over
and
the
then
dark side
came
and
back.
came right back.
How come you came back?
Just for the money and a raise.
Oh, nice.
So I
Is
went
that
to
why you went there too? Mm-hmm. And then
So
they're like, "Oh,
Pepsi offered me a raise, and I was like, "Screw it, cool, let's go." Jumped over to Pepsi. My dad didn't talk to me for 3 months
Nuh-uh.
because he worked at Coca-Cola.
He was that serious about the
That
rivalry.
serious. Yep,
a little bit of a feud there.
yep. He was there for like 35 years,
Well, that makes sense.
and
Damn.
then I jumped back, and then yeah,
Were you able to just pick up right where you left off?
it was weird. Like the systems are different, but other than that, it's selling soda, you know.
Yeah.
So like I already have the relationships with, so I have 35 accounts in Salt Lake grocery stores. I already know all the managers, right? So whether I work for one company or the other. So it was pretty easy to sell in the product. It was just the new system and how we work things and whatnot.
Oh, gotcha.
But managing 35 people was a curveball.
I can imagine.
That's tough.
That's difficult. I am currently managing like I think 9, and it's more than I expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm managing. Well, I manage Maddie, and Maddie manages pretty much the whole office. So that's really only like one.
It's a bit easier.
And then, yeah, maybe like 6 or 7 people total,
Yeah.
not including the office,
All right.
because I don't really interact with them, you know, occasionally.
Most of the sales guys with you.
Yeah, most of the sales guys. That's what I like doing is the sales.
Yeah. I like sales.
So I'd be more involved with the sales team, and then also the like Zach, who you just met out by the fire. Then there's another guy, D'Artagnan.
Okay.
He's like does like quality control.
Cool.
So he goes to all of our job sites, make sure they're getting built properly, and then he'll get the extra material. Or if they like miss something, he'll go fix it. So he can do everything himself, but he just is my one guy that goes around and makes sure all the builds are good.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. Slinging roofs out
Like
here.
it is. And everyone needs it.
Yeah, everyone needs it. It's not going out of style anytime soon.
Probably never will.
No. I hope not. I hope we can keep doing what we're doing. I'm really liking this.
That's fair. You've got it going in a good way.
Hitting a good stride. Yeah, this year should be really big.
Yeah, you have some lofty goals with it, so it'll be nice to see you hit them.
Dude, when I posted that hangar house,
Yeah.
there was 3 people. I said, give me 5 years. Did you see it?
I don't think so. No.
So such a badass house. But I was like, give me 5 years for this one.
Oh wow, that's sick.
And 3 people said you'll do it in 3.
Oh, yeah. It felt like the right response.
Yeah. I was like,
Like, I know you. When you shoot your eye at something, you get it.
Increase my goals here.
Where's that at?
That was in Arizona.
Oh, okay. So you're all over the place then.
No, I'm just in Utah. We're licensed in Colorado and Idaho, but we just work Utah right now.
Okay.
But over the next like 2 to 3 years, I think we'll move more towards Idaho. I think will be our next state.
Nice.
I've been in Colorado before, but it's like I mainly do storm damage, like insurance. And in Colorado, it's just way more known of a thing. A shit ton of people do it. So when a storm happens, there's just like 50,000 people trying to do what I do.
Oh wow.
Whereas in Idaho and Utah, it's not very big because there's not very many storms. So it's like easier, I think.
Not as much competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're playing it smart.
Yeah. But man, I'd love to have 35 locations.
Yeah, that'd be dope. that
be
would
good.
be dope.
Working on our second right now. We're going to move into Salt Lake. I got house I'm going to be renting hopefully tomorrow. Finish that up.
Really?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah. Was going to buy a house, but couldn't really. Like, I put an offer on a house and then it just got rejected. Well, someone else offered higher.
Yep.
And then I was just kind of over it.
Yeah. It's tough to get houses right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's too expensive.
Yeah, it's way
I
expensive.
was like, I'll just rent.
It's the easy way to do it now. Looking at now, like, especially like people my age. I mean, I'm only 23. All my buddies are all like getting ready to move into houses and stuff. And we're all looking at it, I'm like, yeah, we're going to wait till something changes because it costs way too much to get into a house at this time.
Oh, it's insane. And then you buy the house, you have to buy the furniture.
Oh, yeah.
And then when something breaks, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're like eating shit for like 5 to 8 years before it's like, okay, rents have gone up, the mortgage stayed the same. Now we can start like
Oh, yeah.
being ahead.
See, I got a house when I was 21
Fuck yeah.
for 2,700.
What?
Or no.
27,000?
270,000.
I'm like, damn, you got a good ass house. Or a
that's
good
still
ass
a
deal
good
or a
price,
shitty
though.
house.
But that was so long ago. The house is probably like 400 now.
You still have it?
I got rid of it. I bought it with someone. So you're young. Don't do
With
what
a
I
girl?
did. Yeah, I bought it with a chick. Yeah, don't do that, kids.
Classic. You should have just bought her out.
We tried. Lawyers got involved. It was a shit show. But
Did you sell it for some positive?
so she trashed the house so bad
You lost money?
that I barely made 10 grand. So
We're still up.
I made something. But the rest of the money went to her dad because her dad had to fix up the house.
Oh, shit.
So that was a really long story, but
Well,
yeah.
let's hear it.
So we so yeah, 21, bought a house. I was like, you know what? Like what you were saying, right?
Yeah.
We're young, we're supposed to get a house.
Yeah.
33 now. Bought a house and just out of nowhere, like just started drinking. Like started finding like empty bottles of alcohol in the house. And like I party, I'm social, but like there's a limit, you know?
Yep.
So she just started like just drinking way too much. And the last call was I had pneumonia on my birthday and I got us reservations to go get dinner. And she comes home drunk at like 3 a.m.
Damn.
And that's when I was like, yeah, that's how I was like, you know what?
This ain't
You're
going.
either done drinking and we're both just going cold turkey or we're selling the house. And she's like, all right, let's sell the fucking house. I
Damn.
was like, cool, let's sell the house. So I was living in the guest room while we were trying to sell the house. Then out of nowhere, she started doing drugs.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't want
kind?
to be here. So I didn't know at the time till like later on, but she was doing meth.
Oh.
So like meth will like change someone's life.
And it will also fuck up the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do meth tests
Yeah.
when you buy a house.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's what I meant by like trashed house.
Yeah. No, literally.
Yeah.
If it fails the meth test, it's like
You're
a biohazard. You have to redo so much shit
Yeah.
to get it on the market.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And you'd be surprised. Always do a meth test if you buy a house. You think you're buying a freaking house from like some Mormon family, and little do you know, the freaking wife does meth in the bathroom on freaking weekends. Like
yeah.
crazy shit.
So yeah, her dad like stepped in and it took us 2 years to sell the house. And he stepped in, cleaned. He called me. He's like, hey, so I used this amount of money to clean the house. And I was pissed off. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's not my fault, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Like, I'll be the bigger man. Like, take your money, take a little bit of the profit, and then just give me 10 grand. So,
Damn.
but yeah, then your lesson, kids. Do not date chicks
That do meth.
That do meth.
It's a good lesson to learn.
And don't buy a house with them.
Don't buy a house with meth.
Don't buy a house with a chick at 21 is the
Yeah.
root of the lesson. But
Well,
yeah, at that time is when I like was really skydiving a lot.
fuck yeah.
And then I think 21 is when I got into like a wingsuit.
Oh.
And that was my life for like those couple years.
Yeah.
Just wingsuit skydiving. Keeping my mind away from that crazy shit that happened.
Yeah. It's easy to do when you're skydiving. You can just be distracted from anything.
Yeah.
You just can't think about anything else when you're in the air.
Right.
Well, it's life or death every time. So it's very much pay attention.
Yeah.
This is what's happening. Very in the present.
Right.
You still fly wingsuit?
So I kind of slowed down on the skydiving. So ever since that King Air went down at the Skydive Utah, Like the weight loads are like take way too long.
Oh,
So-
what do you mean went down?
So like
They
didn't go
crashed
down.
it?
So the pilot tried to land it without a landing. Oh, so he went to land it, forgot to pull up the landing gear or put down the landing gear, and they totaled it.
I didn't. Maybe
that's
I
what
did know. I didn't know. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. Damn.
So then
That
they got
sucks.
another plane, and it's just not as fast.
That sucks.
So like wait times are like probably wait a couple hours sometimes.
Yeah.
So like now I mostly just base jump, go on a hike.
So where you do that mostly?
So there's cliffs up in Provo,
really?
Twin Falls, Timpanogos. There's a couple spots.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Grew up around there. Never seen it.
there's antennas that people jump off of. But
It's not very often that you'll see a base jumper.
Yeah, I believe that.
They're pretty rare.
Yeah.
so, but Twin Falls is where we're mostly at in Moab.
Nice.
Where you'll see it.
But
Have you done a bridge trip this year yet?
not yet. Hopefully soon.
I want to go as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Next time you go, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We'll go jump.
Probably next month.
Yeah.
Start getting warm enough.
Yeah.
What do you usually do? You have a camp rig?
So I just have a Hey Duke.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
But I mean, like for staying up there. Do you get a
For
hotel?
staying up there. There's a hostel that my friend rents out.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wait, who is that?
Jocelyn. Do you know Jocelyn?
Oh, sounds familiar, but I don't know her.
Yeah. So yeah, she rents out her garage. She used to have it on Airbnb.
Oh, sick.
But Airbnb started complaining because
It's
a
a
garage
garage.
full of base jumpers. like we know how to have fun. you know? Just a
Just
bunch
bunk beds in the garage?
Yeah, so there's bunk beds in the garage. There's 2 bedrooms up top with like locks on it, and then 3 bedrooms in the basement.
Okay.
So like there's a way to separate, but everyone's sharing the same shower. So she's no longer on Airbnb and just kind of just does it on the side.
Yeah.
But pretty easy. It's $10 for a bunk bed.
There you go.
That's not bad. That's a cheap hostel.
That's very doable.
And I think it's like 60 or 70 for a room.
Okay. So that's what you normally do?
Yeah. That's what I do. If I feel like it, sometimes we'll go camping.
Yeah.
But it's like 30 minutes from the bridge. So
Where?
there's like a HOA little camp spot.
Oh, yeah.
It's on the way there. It's on your right hand side.
Yeah, on the right. I have stayed there once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went up there with my buddy. I wanted to go base jump, and he's like, I can't remember. He's like, he had the rig at the time. Like when I first learned how to base jump, it was like I had the car, but he had the rig. So
Teamwork.
We came together. Yeah. And he was like, well, we can't go up today unless we camp. Do you have a tent? And I was like, oh yeah, I got a tent for sure. So we'd go up there, and it was literally like a Walmart little kid dinosaur tent. It didn't even have a zipper. It was just 2 little Velcro corners.
Oh, it's like the inside tent.
Yeah. So it's like small for one little kid. There's like 2 of us. It's just like down to our calves. Our feet are just sticking out and just our bodies
That's
inside.
awesome.
We just camped in there.
Hey,
That's
make
my
it
only
work.
experience at that campground. But yeah, now I just take the van.
Nice.
And then across the bridge, there's like some dirt roads on the other side of the valley.
Mm-hmm.
You can just like go across, and it's like pretty over there. You like wake up and you're right on the cliff.
That's nice.
You can see the bridge and stuff.
I have a couple friends that do that, but they said that the cops patrol certain parts of it.
Oh, really?
So there's a part that's BLM and a part
Yeah.
that's not. And you got to make sure you're in the BLM.
So, which is probably the other side,
Yeah.
away from the valley.
Yeah. So you got to be a little careful there, but or just pull it up.
Yeah, I've only camped there in the van maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
I haven't been base jumping as much.
Sometimes people get a little ballsy and just sleep in the parking lot too.
Yeah.
So depends
Right
if
at
the
the
cop
visitor
cares or
center?
not. Yeah.
You ever been to Europe?
Europe? No. I want to.
We gotta go this year.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Dude,
Tracksuit or
Waterbrennan is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't jump any tracksuit, but I want to this time. But just going slick is fun too.
Yeah.
Like being able to do flips and
Yeah.
still track out.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, dude.
The tracksuit's the wingsuit kind of situation, or what is? I'm a little unknowledgeable here.
Yeah, so a tracksuit's like almost looks like a running suit or whatever.
Okay.
But so you got the legs and the arms, but you
Yep.
just have no wings.
Oh,
But it has vents like in the chest. I think they have on the arms too, right?
Yeah, on your shoulders.
Shoulders.
So
And
you,
then the
it
legs.
puffs your arms up like this big,
oh, so you can catch more.
and your
kind of
legs
air
it
as you're
puffs
going.
them up like that. So you can still reach up, But you can't do in a wingsuit. Your arms can't reach up. So once you pull, it's like kind of hard to get your hands up if you need to fix anything.
Yep.
And it's also hard to like, you gotta pull while you're flying. Whereas like with a tracksuit, you could like box out and get stable. It's easier to be stable.
Nice.
If something happens.
So you're supposed to do a tracksuit before you wingsuit. So you're supposed to have so many tracksuit jumps for a wingsuit.
Oh,
So
there you go.
at least that's how it was when I learned.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
then,
wingsuits are fun.
then you can tracksuit. It gives you a bunch of lift to get away from the mountain or cliff or whatever you're, antenna or whatever you're jumping off of. And then you can box out and pull.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it gives you like a 2-to-1 ratio?
I think so.
That's pretty good.
You can definitely feel it. It has like a lot more power than just your regular body. They're really fun.
And then the wingsuit feels like you're just flying.
Yeah.
Especially with your homies. You guys have pack talks on, just talking shit. That's what I love about wingsuiting.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I got to get one of those in my helmet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they
pack talk?
Is it like just for skydiving or is it a motorcycle?
It's for motorcycles, but we put them in our helmets. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get one of those.
But you have to be so close because once you start opening up, you can't really hear each other unless you fly back to each other.
Too far.
Yeah.
What is it, like 50 feet or something?
Honestly, I don't know.
They gotta have further distance ones than that, right? Don't they have like radios and stuff that they have that are like built into helmets and stuff that you can do for like motorcycles and stuff that have like miles of range?
Right. And this is what I haven't really been skydiving that much. So it's 3-4 years ago. So they probably have better stuff now.
That's fair.
That's true.
But it's funny, like you open up your canopy. So your parachute opens up after your wingsuiting.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere you hear, hey, motherfucker. And then you're like, what? And you hear, whoosh, and like someone just gives you a flyby.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker.
That's sick.
It's fun.
That's freaking awesome.
So those were like the peak skydiving days for me.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So you don't do it as much. What takes up your time now?
Yeah, it takes up a lot of time. So like now I'd rather just like go hike up to a cliff.
Yeah.
It'll take like, I don't know, an hour to get to the top, jump, which is seconds, land, and then be like, all right, cool. Check the winds, see if the winds are good. And then we go do another base jump.
There you go.
So skydiving nowadays, it's kind of just sitting around a lot.
Yeah.
You get on the plane, drive it up on the plane, which it's still amazing. But like for me, I'd rather go base jump.
Yeah.
It's like
Be out on an adventure.
Out in the mountains. Like it's like a meditation.
Yeah.
Like the hike up is a meditation. The exit is a mind game.
Totally.
And then flying around, having fun. Land and then packing in is like almost a meditation again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have to 100% be in the moment
For a huge portion of it.
for a huge portion of base jumping.
Yeah.
So
Whereas skydiving, you can remember all your shit.
yeah. Like skydiving, I can be
While
like,
you're
whatever.
chilling at the drop zone.
And then it's like, I have 2 parachutes. Let's throw this together.
Yeah.
But
Dang, you're hyping me up, dude. I need to go base jumping.
let's go.
I'm so down.
We almost went in Moab.
Yeah, that's
When
right.
you're out there, yeah.
For the rope swing or by the rope swing. That'd be cool.
The winds just weren't quite there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How are you going to get out of the canyon?
So Carson picked me up on a dirt bike.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
There you go. Little rescue mission.
Yeah. Yeah. It was fun.
That's sick.
How long from where we were at, how long did it take to get to the bottom on a dirt bike? I didn't know we were anywhere near a road.
Probably like 10 minutes.
No
tops.
way.
Yeah.
So it's super close.
Yeah. It's super close. So where we were at, the road, you go down and eventually it curves back and around.
And it goes into the canyon.
Yeah. But the road's super gnarly. Like they recommend no vehicles.
So dirt bike.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Chill.
but yeah, it's fun. Like jump in and then your homie's just waiting for you at the bottom on a dirt bike.
Yeah, that's sick.
You're like, what up, bro? Like,
Especially Carson.
Yeah, especially
I don't think
Carson.
Any better than that.
yeah, especially Carson. And he just hop on the back and just took me up.
That's
It was
sick.
fun.
That's sick.
But now he's base jumping. He wasn't base jumping
Yeah.
the first time I was at the rope swing, but now he's getting after it. Which
I think I noticed that. Yeah. He got a rig. I was talking to him. He's been jumping it, huh?
Yep.
Jumping cliffs.
jumping cliffs. Yeah,
Does he skydive?
I think so. Yeah. He does skydive. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think he's skydived a whole lot.
So he mostly paraglides. So that's why I don't know who taught him
Paramotoring, yeah.
and paramotor. So that's how he got into like base jumping.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how he somewhat bypassed skydiving. It's because he's so experienced with paramotor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good on the paramotor.
Yeah.
He does some crazy stuff, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Low like barrel rolls and stuff. I've seen him come in and do some wild stuff.
Super familiar with that canopy and just knows what it's going to do or what?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's really good.
One of the Moab trips, I was sleeping in my car, and just I have like a blow up mattress I keep in the back, and I wake up in the morning and I hear a paramotor just like buzzing me. I'm like, what the hell is this? And it's Carson, and he's buzzing my freaking car, trying to wake me up because I couldn't find their campground.
Yeah.
Because there was a sign that said like can't come through this road or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I didn't know. I just had to pick it up
Pull
and
it
go
up, yeah.
So I was like, shit, I need to go find my own camp spot. It's like 1 a.m. Wake up, and probably didn't go to bed till 2. And then my friend I was with, she's like, hey, what's that noise? I was like, I don't fucking know. Are those dirt bikes? I like roll down the window. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It's Carson. Just,
The sky dirt bike.
yeah.
Those things are fucking loud, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever flown one?
No, I want to so bad though.
Like, they can't be annoying when you're flying them, but when you're on the ground, they're so annoying. It's
You might have to wear headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to wear fucking something on your ears. I mean, they have stuff on their ears, but yeah, from the ground, when they get low, they're like, because you have the engine noise plus the propeller noise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like crazy loud. I want to fly one of those, though.
I want to get into that this year.
Yeah, that'd be freaking fun. I need to get into that because the freaking spot for it's right here. It's all at the Salt Lake.
Yeah, you can go on that salt flats out there or just right here?
By the Saltaire.
Okay, yeah.
There's like, I always see him out there.
My
Way to
buddy,
school.
he let me jump out of his paramotor over the Saltaire.
Sick.
It was
That would be
sick.
fun.
It was fun.
Freaking dope one. Who was it?
Dom.
Oh, okay, yeah. He owns a Pucana or whatever.
I don't know.
Pucana, it's like a paramotor school.
No, different Dom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. This is my buddy Dom.
It's got to be the same Dom if he has a paramotor, tandem paramotor.
I don't think so. But
Are you
it was
sure?
a trike. That was a trike paramotor.
Does he have a big van and trailer?
Mm-mm. Big blue truck, maybe. He does have a big blue truck.
Dang, there's 2 Doms with trike
I
paramotors
guess so.
in Salt Lake.
But yeah,
Bigger community than I thought.
because if he was part of the school, I'm sure he'd teach me. But he called me up one day and he's like, "Hey, you want to go jump on my paramotor?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go."
That's dope.
And we're going and we're both like pretty quiet while we're getting all set up and we're flying around. And he's like, I actually can't get you like too high. Like I jumped out at like 2K, which is kind of low for a skydive.
Yeah.
But you had your base rig.
But I brought my base rig, but I jumped my sky rig.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like,
Yeah, that's
whatever.
pretty low.
It was pretty low. But because he told me we'd be able to get up, and then last minute he's like, "Hey, buddy, I'm sorry, we can't." I was like, "Fuck."
Oh, shit. This is
like, I'm already here.
Low skydive.
So I was just immediately like jump once I get pitched, and like I was fine. But like I jump, I land. He comes down, lands next to me. He's like, "All right, grab all your stuff. We're going back up." I'm like, sick, cool. So I just grabbed it and like stuffed it, and he flew us around. And when we landed, he was like, "Cool, that was the first time I've ever had someone on my trike."
Nice.
I was like, "Are you serious?"
You motherfucker.
Or it was the first time someone jumping out of his trike. Sorry.
Oh, no.
And I was like, "Sick, cool." He's like, "How many times have you jumped out of one?" I was like, "Never."
Like right now.
Like this was my
This
first
is
one.
experimental.
He's like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." I was
Dude,
like,
I got to pull this up.
but it was funny.
When was this?
This was maybe 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
But yeah, it was funny.
Is it? Let me see.
And I wasn't expecting a backflip too.
Oh, he
So, like, all
backflipped
the
on it or
others-
you?
I did. So like
Oh,
the
okay.
tip of the trike is down like this because all the weight.
It's kind of pitched forward.
And then once I jumped off, it flipped me.
Almost like a diving board, kind of like
Yeah.
momentum with it.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it just flipped me. And yeah, it was a little sketchy.
Were you going off forward and it like gained you, or were you going backwards, kind of like jumping?
So I was
off?
going backwards looking at him because I had to hold on to the bar.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then I was like, 3, 2, 1. I let go.
This one?
No, that's not him.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
so I guess there's 2 Doms.
2 Doms with paramotors. Yeah.
But yeah, this is my buddy.
tandems.
He's the one that flew over, like he went viral. He flew over the Great Pyramids
Oh,
with
sick.
his paramotor. Got in trouble for it.
Of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sketch.
they're like, "Yeah, you weren't supposed to get that close." I was like, "Yeah."
Too late now.
Did you have to get like permitting and stuff before and then just got too close, or did he just kind of go for it?
I think he just kind of just went for it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That I know of. I just know he got in trouble and his video went viral.
I can imagine.
And I was like watching it. I was like, oh, that's sick. And then later on at a party, I was like, yeah, dude, did you see like that guy going over the pyramids? He's like, yeah, that was me. I was like, oh, sick.
Was that the one where you could see like the etchings on top of the pyramid?
Yeah. There was like a weird hatch.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's a hatch on top of the pyramids.
Oh, good to
And
know.
I think that's maybe why he got in trouble.
He was releasing the symbolism.
Yep.
Like film the symbolism on top. Dude, did you guys see, speaking of the pyramids, the freaking giant cylinders underneath them?
Yeah. It was on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it goes down like kilometers.
I heard about it just in a short, but I haven't.
It's like a
seen any
giant,
of it.
there's like, I think they said, was it 9 or 12 pillars underneath the pyramids with coils going around them?
Yeah. It's wild.
Dude,
There's a lot of shit we
what
don't
does
know.
that mean, bro? Like, how is there giant multi-kilometer deep, like battery coil things underneath the pyramids? Like,
I think it means that we don't know shit
yeah.
and that the Egyptians were a lot more advanced than we thought.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, we're probably so dumb compared to like everything that history has had.
But yeah.
All these different civilizations, everything they like knew how to harness the power of the earth for unlimited energy. And then what? Just a freaking asteroid came, wiped them out, or they nuked themselves, or they all got sick.
Yeah.
Who knows what, but it was a hard reset on the world.
Yeah. And then most humans died off.
Yeah.
And then we've just rebuilt, and then we think we're so smart and advanced.
Yeah.
But we're like,
See, that's my theory too.
yeah.
It's like we were super advanced, something happened, and like less than 1% survived and had to start over. And then now we're at a point where we're like, oh, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, we're starting to like get smart enough and
Realize that we're wrong.
yeah, and like you look at how quickly we've been advancing in the last like 100 years. We were like horse and buggy for like 2,000 years.
Yeah.
You know? And then all of a sudden cars, rockets, cell phones, internet, Bitcoin, like all within 100-year like span.
Oh yeah.
It's like I wonder what's going to happen with in our lifetime, like all the crazy technology that'll come out.
Yeah. I heard it's crazy. So there's more technology in the iPhone, like the modern iPhone, than what went into getting people to the moon.
I heard that. Yeah.
Like they had their super like computers and shit.
Wow. That's
Like-
crazy to think about.
Yeah.
You could just freaking like
Like, so
have your iPhone connected to the rocket. You're just FaceTiming from the rocket.
yeah, like, all right, guys, let's go. Apollo 13 or whatever.
Jeez. You think we actually went to the moon?
I think so.
Think so?
There was a movie on it. I forgot what it was called. Take Me to the Moon. Have you guys seen it?
No, but I've heard of it.
So supposedly it's like the true story. But so we were going to the moon, and then Russia, because we were in a race with Russia and I think China.
Yeah.
So the government got scared that they were going to do it first. So they're like, we need to show that we're going to make it. So they had a whole production film for it to prove to them that we did it first, even though we didn't, and we're still working on it. But at the end of the movie, spoiler, the cameras break at the Hollywood production, but they show the real footage. So like originally they were going to go back and forth and cut between the two and like just really try to line it out.
Make it look good.
So based off that movie, I believe it, that we did go. But the government spent a lot of money on actors and a production crew just in case we didn't.
Damn.
You know, I heard the best way to fake going to the moon is to shoot on site. So that would make sense, you know.
Yeah.
They were trying to fake it and, you know, well, everything's breaking down here. Let's just go up there and film it actually.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's why the flag was like solid instead of like, there was no wind, so it would have been limp, you know?
Yeah.
But like they had it all solid because they wanted good production. So they purposely brought it out like that on the moon if we actually went. But what do you guys think?
I don't know, dude.
I want to
hard to
believe it, so
say.
I'm gonna, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, kind of is weird that we haven't gone back in forever.
yeah.
A kind of a one and done thing. There's definitely some weird like discrepancies, I guess,
Yeah.
with like the footage and like the astronauts. But I think we definitely have the International Space Station.
Yeah.
I think that's real.
Well, who was that? They were stuck up there for like a year or something.
Yeah, dude. The astronauts that were just up there.
Yeah.
They
Elon Musk had to
got 'em
save them?
Yeah.
They were up there for 8 months. Did you see the before and after of the one lady?
No.
She's like
She
all
looked like-
skin and bones.
She looks like she aged like 25 years.
Really?
She was like all brown haired before, and then she's just like all like her face is like that, and she's all gray hair now. And it's 8 months.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, they have extra radiation
Yeah.
that they like experience, and then
Reduce gravity as well.
and then so your muscles like deteriorate.
Yeah. That's
even
crazy.
even when you work out, which you have to do. It's like your bones become. They had like they were like the girl I know was in a wheelchair when they got her out of the capsule. They put her in a wheelchair and pushed her away
Damn.
because she was too weak.
That's crazy.
Would you go to space
In a heartbeat.
If I could come back.
if they're like we're pretty sure?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
they're
I'd do it.
It's kind of like this, but like
I wouldn't pay a ton of money for it though.
no. What's the most you'd pay?
If I was to go for free, I'd go. I wouldn't pay any money to go to space.
Really?
Yeah.
What if they were like $2,000?
$2,000. I'd think about it.
Dude,
But-
$2,000?
I don't know. Like it seems cool.
Yeah.
But like the stories of like coming back and shit, like
Oh, how painful it is and stuff. Well, I think if it was just like a day trip or like a week tops, it wouldn't be too bad.
well, the one shuttle blew up and killed everyone coming back.
yeah. When was that?
Wasn't it Space Force's like first mission or something?
Oh shit!
I'm not aware of that.
Or
I didn't hear about that. That one must have been like what? 9 years ago?
yeah.
8 years ago then?
But yeah, one came back and just blew up. One of the Apollos blew up too. Was coming
Yeah.
back.
When it was coming back?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think
I
there
might be
was
wrong.
one that blew up on the way there too.
Okay.
I don't
Maybe
know if that's the
what I'm
same
thinking.
one. But yeah, there was like a whole crew on that one and just blew up like right after it launched.
Yeah.
It'd be so scary to be strapped into a rocket.
Yeah.
Be so cool though.
Vertical takeoff. And to see the freaking planet become all small. Then zero gravity.
It'd be a trip. Zero gravity would be sick.
Be so cool.
Like that would be sick. Just floating around.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Imagine doing like mushrooms up there. Like doing a mushroom journey
It'd cause some
in
problems.
space.
I think that'd freak me out.
That'd be so trippy.
I'd be
dude.
so freaked out.
You'd be like so yeah, you'd get in such a weird mindset of like, how am I looking at the entire earth right now? Like, you know?
Yeah. That'd be a trip.
I don't know. I think that would be too much. Little
They-
sensory
They
overload.
should
on
try
one.
that just to see what like the human brain does.
Drop some acid on Mars.
Now that's a good one. Would you think you'd go to Mars?
Yeah, if I slept most of the time and like they put you in like a cryo thing, I'd go to Mars. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. I always thought it'd be cool to do some wingsuit base jumping in Mars because you have like 60% of the gravity.
Yeah. There you go.
So you could do like way shorter starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just flare.
But
You
it's
just,
such a thinner atmosphere though. Would you have the ability to catch with like the lack of atmosphere? Who knows?
Oh. I think there's some atmosphere, right?
Yeah,
What?
barely in comparison to Earth.
Well, they're gonna put nukes on the North and South Pole.
Create an
Did
atmosphere.
you see that?
I've heard about that. Yeah.
And you blow it up, and that heats them up.